Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris. I'm here with Kathy. We go by Ginger Marvin on Instagram and YouTube, and we have another What Sold video for you today. It is Wednesday, and we're going to start following Kathy around to see what's sold for us today. Today's video is actually probably going to be for 2 days because today's sales have been a little bit less than usual, and we're kind of in a rush today. So I'm going to turn it over to Kathy, and she'll take it from there.
Hey, guys. Alrighty. So, yeah, we have 6 sales today, so not the best day, but we did get work done because of not having as much sales.
Lots of work.
Alright, so this Catamino board game? I don't know, what do you call this board game? It's like a puzzle game.
I think it's a puzzle.
Challenge, like a, I don't know.
I found it.
Game. Yeah, Chris did find this for $4.99 at Goodwill. Comps weren't like super great, but like it was new, so.
And the sell-through was pretty good. There was a lot selling.
So like this is the kind of stuff that I'm willing to buy, even if it's a couple months, because it will 100% sell. So it sold for $17.30 plus shipping, so not too bad. Probably around a $10 profit here. This is one of the rare times where it was actually better to put it in a regional A, even though it sold on eBay. So the game weighs about 1 pound 13 ounces on its own, which means if I put it in a box, it's going to go over the 2 pound rate. Mm-hmm. And then with it being a game and you want to keep the box in like as nice of shape as you can, since it's new still, we didn't want to do that. So it's going to Virginia, so it would have been $13.68 to ship 3 pounds. But if you remember, regional A boxes, when you buy them on eBay, you just pay a 2 pound rate. So I think it's a little bit more than a 2 pound rate, but this one came out to $11.29. So maybe I think a 2 pound rate to Virginia would be like $10.68. So a tad bit more, but definitely less than the 3 pound rate. So we had only charged the buyer $11.99, so I didn't want to have to eat almost $2 after.
Right.
We're already not making a big profit. So
it's not a huge profit at all.
Yeah, but this fits nicely in here. So yeah, only had to pay $11.29 for shipping on that.
But considering it's not a high profit, it was very easy to like photograph and store.
It sold, I'd say, in less than a month.
Look up comps. There was very little work included with it. Like what, 2 photos, 3 photos maybe?
And I figured if nothing else, it would sell by Christmas or a present. So
high sell-through rate. So it's, in our eyes, it's okay to accept a little bit less of a return because of the things it has going for it. So that's just us. I mean, you guys can do your own.
Probably total 10 minutes of work. I mean, not including sourcing, but we're already sourcing for stuff.
Right.
So if you find more stuff, it's just the work of.
And this day I went and I was kind of looking through all stuff that had barcodes and stuff, and Kathy was sourcing through shoes and clothes. So we kind of divided our time there. And I found something.
Yeah, I always look for new inbox board games, puzzles, things like that. Regular board games, I don't really do unless, like, you can see we have cash flow. But that one's worth it because it's $50 to $60, sometimes even more dollars plus shipping. So I'm always on the lookout for that. But then you have to count all the pieces, and that takes a long time. So.
Right.
Anyhow, glad that sold. All right, and then I sold a Broncos shirt. This actually took forever to sell. I'm probably never going to be picking these up unless maybe it's at the bins, although this was only $1.49 anyways. But it took over a year to sell. It's a Victoria's Secret pink Broncos long sleeve shirt, and it sold for $18.17 plus shipping on eBay. So did make a little money, but took longer than I wanted it to. Let's do this mailer. And then AI. This is something else that took a while to sell. These are the brand Arco Pettico. I've sold this brand a few times. This one I think sold for the least out of them all. The other pairs I sold were like a knit flat almost. Not really like a Rothy or anything, but it was just a very specific, like, weird looking shoe that made me look it up the first time I found it. And those sold fast in like the $30 range. This one only sold for $17.30 plus shipping after probably over a year. Mm-hmm. I did pay $4.99 for these, so again, a small profit here. Those are under a pound, so they're gonna go out in a poly mailer.
So is that one of those brands where style kind of really matters more than brand?
I definitely wouldn't pick up this style again, but if I saw those knit flats, I'll try to find a picture
Yeah.
for Chris he can put on.
I'll try to put one here if she did find one.
Yeah, if I find those again, I'd probably get them, but not these. But then again, if it's $5 or less, I probably would, because all shoes are gonna sell. Like, even at a $17 plus shipping, I'm still making almost $10. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In good shape,
when I'm
obviously.
doing shoes all the time, again, it's just throwing them in your cart, along with 10 other pairs or whatever you find, and then just, these didn't need any work other than photographs, so it's all just depends.
There's always exceptions to the rules.
That's why I can't ever like write out any sort
Right.
of thing that's like, do this if this. I can't really reach it. It's
Which
the
one is it?
Egypt cup.
I got it.
I think it's that white one there.
The one with the big E on it.
Nope. The one with the, I don't know, what would you call that pattern? Alright. So this is a Starbucks Egypt mug. I don't do a ton of mugs, like you can see a few up there. I'll pick them up at garage sales if they're like the Iron Man or something like that, where people might be looking for them and they're like a quarter. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like something I can live without a quarter. And when it eventually sells, I'll probably make $9-10. But the Starbucks, where you are mugs, or what are they called? City mugs. This one says city mugs, but yeah, the places, I always look them up. But
Because that one originally, you had to buy it in Egypt, right?
right, I think you still
From
have to.
Starbucks, right.
I mean, unless you
So
buy them.
whoever we got this, somebody had purchased it from Egypt and then
So
donated
someone
it.
else that maybe has lived there or went there and
Yeah.
was like, dang it, I forgot to get a mug. They can just buy it on
Kind of
eBay,
makes them
so.
collectible. People like to
But yeah,
have those.
otherwise you have to go to Egypt and spend
Right.
however much a plane ticket is to go get this. So yeah, so I always look up these, even the US ones, some of them sell really good. So this one, when I first bought it, I was seeing comps in the $30 to $40 range plus shipping. I did pay $3.99 for it, which is kind of a lot for me to pay for a mug. It did take quite a while to sell, I would say 3 to 6 months, and it did sell for $24 plus ship. So it was worth the pickup, but
Yeah.
didn't sell super fast. That it did sell on Mercari, so it's going Smart Post.
A little
We have a
square
good little
box.
square boxes, yeah. This one's kind of big, but that will leave room for lots of padding, which is what you need for cups.
Yeah.
So,
And we might see if we have any
Yeah, we probably
used
have a
boxes that
little
we've kind of
smaller one.
recycled that are a little bit smaller. But yeah, we typically bubble wrap and throw some packing paper around.
yeah, just make sure you can't shake
Yeah.
it at all. So
We know a lot of people do like double boxing. We haven't really done that. And I think we've only had one mug break, and it was because we packed it poorly.
so badly. I didn't even. I
Yeah.
don't know what I was thinking. But yeah. That's another reason I just don't love mugs. It's extra work to
Yeah.
like pack it all up. I like things like this where I can just throw it in a poly and you're done.
Yeah.
So, this is another pair of the box. This is one of the size 7s. So down to 2 of those. This one sold on Facebook again, $35 plus shipping. Again, I have about $15.58 into each of those, so I'm about doubling my money. Let's see, I just pulled these out.
And we kind of restocked a little bit.
Let's do this unicorn rainbow balloon one. These are just from Amazon, a variety pack, mostly because I wanted one specific print the variety pack had, so. All right, and then last today, BD. So these little Sekai Run basics. So that's the Target version of Sekai Run. I listed them on Posh for $29. The buyer got the Posh VA discount, so $23 with discount shipping, and they accepted. I had $3.99 into these from a local thrift, so that was a very quick flip. They sold on Posh, so just one of these little, probably do this little square box. So yeah, that's what's going out today so far.
All right. I think we'll show you guys how we pack all this up just because we don't know what we're going to do for this mug. And we'll just pack them up and we'll be right back. I love when Reese lays like that. Little feet covering his nose.
A little bit
We got everything packed up, and we did find a
smaller box.
reused box for that.
I have these because I think these come in those, the plastics that we use. I feel like.
I think they came in a different one that we've ordered in the past.
Not the current.
Right, but we have
It's like to go out of stock and then we can't ever find them and have to find a new brand. So yeah. But.
So yeah, we had some fragile stickers. We never really use them, so I slapped them on there. Hopefully they'll read them. They probably won't, but.
And then the board game, I found like an old padded envelope, like so I put the game in there first and then put it inside the box. So yeah.
Just to give it a little more padding.
And those shoes that were under a pound that were going in an envelope, I also put some bubble wrap around those just to give them a little padding.
Yep.
Got some Reese hair on the envelope.
I'm pretty sure some of Reese goes out with every one of our packages every day.
We try real hard to make sure it's not on the like actual clothes. Like we have so many rollers.
Yeah.
It's just in the air.
He's a sheddy boy. He likes to shed. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start showing you guys what sold for us on Thursday right now. All right, guys, we're back. It is Thursday afternoon, and we're going to start following Kathy to see what sold for us today.
All right, so today was kind of random. Yeah, we sold 5 pairs of those like little bog shark boots, so I'm going to pull those 5 kind of right now. And then we sold some other stuff too, but because there's 3 different sizes, I want to like package them really quick, like as we talk about them, so I don't mix up the sizes. So the first 2 are the size 7. One of them sold on Poshmark for $44 with discount shipping, so a Posh or VA offer that got accepted. And then the other size 7 sold on eBay for $38.95 plus shipping. So yeah, and I have 15 something into each. The Poshmark one we'll just do
Regional A, flat, or
this guy.
Chunky.
I'm literally going to tape them up and do them right now because otherwise I'm going to mess up the labels. Where's the tape? Oh, it's right. We got to switch the tape, of course. Pretty sure I overused tape, but sticker.
As we always say, Poshmark is very easy. You just kind of find a box that fits it.
And don't run out of tape.
All right.
Would you be offended if you got eBay tape on your Poshmark order? I'm going to guess most people say no, but
I would be so offended. I would give you a negative 5-star rating.
so yes, this is the Poshmark one, and then the eBay one will just go in the mailer because it is under a pound. Super random that these sold all, but I did get them all cross-posted. So it's funny because they sold on 4 out of the 5 platforms that we sell on, which is cool. So thanks, list perfectly.
Yeah.
I swear. Oh, of course I folded these ones. Well, you probably did these ones.
I might have.
That they don't
We try to fold things in the bags
like
so that they fit in the bag easy in the poly mailer. So we try to fold them in the cellophane bag knowing that they're going to be going in a, what is that, a 9x13 poly mailer. And I guess I might have let one go by because I was bagging those up.
All right, so yeah, that's those 2. And then we sold 2 pairs of the size 6, which are in box CW.
We have mentioned it a few times that if we do have retail arbitrage and they are the same exact item,
this box is
same size, these are all
right now, but
that size. We do bunch them up together. Otherwise, we keep them separated. You'll notice the size 6s are away from the size 7s so that we don't mix them up.
I don't remember if I put a sticker on that one, did I?
I think you did.
Okay. So these 2, one of them sold on Facebook for $35 plus shipping, the same price they've been selling for. And then this has been the best sale so far on them. On Mercari, $51 plus shipping. Wow. That was like a $20-something profit. That was really good.
Yeah.
So on most of them, I've just been basically doubling my money, making around a $16 profit. So yeah, so far today, just on the 5 bogs, I think I'm close to like around $100, over 80, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy I picked these up. I was nervous about it at first, mostly just because paying $15 times, what do we get, 25, 30 pairs of these?
Yeah.
All at once. All right, so yeah, Mercari.
And that was almost a year ago, right? Like at the end of last winter?
No, I think I just bought them in like July or something.
Oh, okay.
At Nordstrom Rack. So, yeah. I bought them just a couple days before a Clear the Rack sale. And in which case I would have gotten an extra 25% off each, but then they might have been gone by then.
Right.
So I was like, I just got them.
Turns out it was the right decision anyway.
Good decision. Honestly, I think there was more, and I was too scared to buy more, but I kind of wish I did. So maybe next year I'll do it again if I can.
Yeah, these are the kind of listings that we're going to try to get more into. The multi-quantity retail arbitrage items that you have one listing with, 20 of the same item. You take photographs one time, and then you just wait for them to sell.
Pretty awesome.
They seem harder to come by than other items, but it's worth it when you do find them.
And honestly, yeah, and even though the profits are smaller, although I'm happy with the $16 profit per item, but even if it was like 7, obviously I wouldn't spend 15 to make 7, but if I could spend 5 to make 7, I probably would over and over and over and over again. So.
Yeah. Because it's the work involved, right? Like, once we were done buying it and listing it, that's how long
it was. An hour of work to list those all.
And it took her, what, like, we're less than 5 minutes in?
Yeah.
Or about 5 minutes in, and you've already packed up 4 of them, so.
Yeah. I'm saying an hour, including, like, us putting them in all the plastics and everything. Like, that was probably one of the easiest multi-quantities I've gotten. Last one today was a size 5. This one sold on Facebook, so 35 plus shipping. And this one, since the rest are, I guess we can just save that one till after.
Okay.
Because I can't get them confused at this point.
Are we going to show how we're packing it at least?
Oh, it's going to be the same. The
Polymiller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Facebook.
Yeah, we were kind of talking because they all 5 sold on what? Different platforms, right? Yeah. Except, well, there's one on, 2 of them on one platform, but if
2 and 1, but
if we didn't cross list, we probably would have only had 2 sales of these.
Yeah, I mean, they all would have sold eventually, but this is getting my money back a lot sooner.
Yeah.
And getting my space back a lot sooner. So.
And I can say that because we still have other quantities listed on those platforms that, it's not like once it sells, we don't know. We know there's more available and they haven't sold on that platform yet. So I can confidently say we got 5 of those sales because we cross list.
Yeah. All right. And I sold these Brooks. These have been sitting a while. I still like picking up Brooks. I'm definitely more selective than I used to be. I used to be like, oh, Brooks, and then just grab everything. But I think these have been sitting close to a year. They sold for $30 plus shipping on Facebook, and I had $10.99 into them. So it's still a good profit. But it took a while. Not the best flip. Glad that they sold though, and because they sold on Facebook. Facebook. They are gonna go in this shoebox. All right, and then box L. This was a Poshmark bundle sale.
We should clarify Facebook and over a pound, right? Because use the Facebook label. If that was on Facebook and it was under a pound, we would not be able to use the priority box.
Yeah.
It's hard to, I think once you get it, it makes a lot of sense, but...
Like, I don't even think about it.
Right. It's hard for new people who aren't familiar with shipping policy and all that kind of stuff. It can be hard. It was intimidating for us to get shipping locked in and figured out.
But now it's just like second nature.
Once you get it, you get it.
It's hard to remember that it was so hard at first.
Yeah.
All right. So this bundle sale on Posh. This is a pair of Zara boy suspender pants and then H&M little boots. These were both for my son. I have $13 into the pants from Kitizen and $6 into these from a JBF sale. He wore them both, and someone offered me $25, which means I get $20, which means I'm breaking even. And since they were my kids' stuff, that's all I really care about, or even getting close to breaking even.
Right.
So yeah, and that was Posh. We'll probably do you think those would fit in one of those squares? We have so many of those and we hardly use them. I try to use them whenever
Maybe.
I can.
One way to find out.
True. Yeah, pretty little.
Fits
Can
good.
fit them, pack them a little different. But.
Yeah.
All right, in the box Z, this was another Poshmark sale. So this is a pair of Columbia women's shorts, new at Tag. I bought these at Goodwill for $6.99. That's kind of a lot. I don't normally pay that much for Columbia. I normally don't even pick up Columbia unless it's the bins. I only bought these because they were new at Tag. I'll take that back. I like Columbia PFG men's stuff generally, but I'm very picky on Columbia. So usually it has to be very cheap or just a really nice thing that I know will flip fast.
Like a puffer jacket or something like that, yeah.
Definitely the Omni Heat stuff does really well,
Yeah.
so yeah, just be selective, check comps if you're not sure. But these sold for $24 with discount shipping on Posh, so that means the buyer accepted the Posher VA offers. So it's such a nice feeling when you're just, hanging out, having dinner, doing laundry, whatever, and then you see someone accepted your offer that you personally didn't have to do the work of sending.
Right.
So if you haven't tried the Posher VA yet,
Yeah.
it has a 2-week free trial. You don't even have to input credit card information. So if you're new here and don't know what we're talking about, there's a link below, but also Chris did a whole video on it, kind of just showing you all the cool features that it does, and it's seriously been amazing. Like, at least once a day, it's like someone accepted your offer, and honestly, that once a day is enough for me to keep doing it. So
Absolutely.
it's generally more than one, but yeah. All right, so that was that Poshmark. So that's just gonna go in a tie bag, which I think some of you guys commented and mentioned that you get these along with these free mailers. They have like stickers that keep them shut, so we did order a roll of those with our last order. We'll try that out. What I'm meaning is because this thing never sticks good, and we're always like retaping, and that's kind of annoying. So we'll try the stickers that the post office has,
which I think it just says priority mail on it, so it's part of the free packing materials that you can get through USPS. So we're gonna try it out based on your guys' suggestions. Thank you.
All right, and then BQ. These are going to our viewer and YouTube friend Nick Pick Thrift, whose name on the label is Nicole. I always, in my head, thought of your name as Nikki, so I don't know if you go by Nikki or just Nicole or just Nick or what.
Or
Let us know in the comments, but yeah. She bought these Wild Fox pants for $35. That was a very generous offer. I only had them listed at $38. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. So she also has a really cool channel of her own and a really big Poshmark store if you guys want to go take a look at her. So we'll put her little picture up here, but
thank you so much for the support, Nick.
Thank you so much,
Nick.
Nikki.
Nick, Nicole, Nikki.
Nick Pick Thrift.
Nick Pick Thrift. Nick Pick Thrift, right.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it.
All right, and then box CK. This is something I was so glad to see. This was a Posher. No, this wasn't a Posher VA offer. This was a full price sale, which I assume is because Posher VA is sharing my closet. This was like an item that I never even cared to share, but this has been listed probably for 2 years. Oh, actually, I wrote the date on here because I wanted to tell you. Not quite 2 years, January 2020. So coming up on 2 years, over a year and a half.
Yeah.
They're just the brand Eravon, which when I bought them, I saw that they said New Balance, Comfort Engineering by New Balance. So I was like, oh, cool, a New Balance shoe. Has Vibram soles. They look like new. I think they're women's 6 or something, though, so that's probably what took them so long. But also, they're not the most, I don't know, desirable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I thought they're a decent little slip-on shoe, so they seem like really great quality. But anyways, I paid $4.99 for them, and then I finally just got the full price sale of $25. So,
all right.
Thankful to get those on their way somewhere else. Will not be picking up that brand again, I do not think. All right. Unless some famous person comes out wearing them or something, I don't know.
You do never know, right?
I don't know, I hate saying never in this business.
Yep.
I said I'll never do YouTube. Here we are. 2 years almost. A year and a half.
March. So March would be 2 years.
Yeah, 2.5 or a year and a half.
1.5 years, yeah.
That's crazy. So this is the little freshly picked moccasins I picked up at a local thrift last week or so for $2.99. Sold them for $22 plus shipping on Mercari. Oh, I haven't been showing you guys what I was gonna ship stuff in. So these, you think these would fit in one of those little regional eggs?
Yeah.
This is like the perfect little box.
I know, I like this box.
It's so different than all the rest. But if it fits, it fits. If not, I love it.
Put a little, little void fill in there and we're golden.
And then for this one, I'll probably do a regional A flat. And then for the little freshly picked, those sold on Mercari. They're just gonna go out in a little mailer. Let's see, I'm gonna do the smiley faces. Alright. Then BO. This was a Posher VA sale. Alright, these are some Asics, which is another brand I'm very more picky on than I used to be. Like, I used to just pick up any Asics thinking they'll sell for at least 30 bucks, which a lot of them will not anymore.
Yeah.
These were in like perfect condition. They had this cool like foam multicolor thing going on. Plus these were like the Asics gel something or other. I've noticed the ones that have the gel in the word sell for a good amount, so I did pick these up just based on condition and style. And I did have an average cost of goods this day of $10.64, so kind of high, but they sold for $40 with discount shipping, so it was worth it. Turn that off. Just Facebook telling me to drop my prices. Not gonna do it. All right. Yeah. So that's just gonna go in a shoebox. All right, and then box S. I sold another pair of Wild Fox joggers. Oh, I didn't tell you on the ones that Nick picked thrift got. Those were a part of that mystery box I bought from just off Posh, and I regretted buying, but now I've sold 2 of the items. I think I've close to paid for the box. I did keep 1 hoodie from it, which I like the hoodie, so I feel good about that. There is still 2 more items. One is in really bad, like it's new without tag, but it has flaws, so
okay.
I don't think that one may ever sell, but I'll leave it up for like a year at least to see.
Yeah. And
then the last piece is just like a tank top, which is basic, so that'll probably sell, but only for like maybe 10 bucks or something. So not a great buy, but yeah, I'm making my money back, so.
Yeah.
These Wild Fox joggers, though, I purchased retail arbitrage, although these were missing a tag, so I sold them new without tag. I did pay $10 for these. I got several this day, and these were 10 and the rest were 7, so I don't know. The rest all have tags attached
10 without
to.
the tag.
Yeah. But these were like kind of, in my opinion, like my favorite of all the ones I picked up.
Well, and they
day.
sold first, right?
And then the same day I listed them. I just listed them yesterday, and I got an offer for 28. And because I had paid 10, it was missing a tag. Honestly, comps on eBay were only like 15 to 20, and that was with tag. So I felt like 28 was a fair price, so I accepted. I'm more than doubling my money. Happy with that.
Yeah.
Let me see what they. I'll probably do a little box for those 2.
Little regional A.
Right, and last but not least, shoe shelf. I think it's these ones. I need to double check before I box them up because I don't know the difference. I only know the name of them because I looked it up when I was writing out the title, but pretty sure it's these ones. These are like the Jordan Chris Paul. I don't know who that is. So
Okay.
I'm assuming he was a basketball player because they look like basketball shoes, but
Well, and they're Jordans, right?
that's true. I mean, are all Jordans? But I know Jordan's basketball, but like, I feel like he has shoes that I don't know. What do I know?
I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, would there be like a Jordan baseball collaboration? I know he played baseball,
Maybe.
but Our Jordans, let us know if you guys know.
Well,
We're not sneakerheads, in case you can't tell.
To me, then, why does this guy, Chris Paul, have to have Jordan shoes instead of his own shoes?
Chris Paul, is that like one of those YouTube stars?
What? I'm assuming it's a basketball player. Now I gotta look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up.
Anyways.
I'm thinking Jake Paul or something like that.
So these sold for, I sent an offer to a watcher, $40 plus shipping on eBay, and I had $14.99 into those, so about a $20 or so profit. So yeah, pretty good sales today versus yesterday is the beginning of this video. So
Right.
Yeah. I am very happy with today versus yesterday.
Yeah, so we're gonna get today's sales packed up, and we'll be right back. All right, we got everything packed up. Reese's enjoying the view.
It's a nice breeze coming.
Yeah, I can feel it way over here.
For sure.
And we did look it up. There is a basketball player named Chris Paul.
Yep.
Tells you how much we know about sports. I think his nickname is CP3. So that's cool. I wish I had a nickname with a number in it. But he's probably the third. That's probably what it's from, right? Like RG3. I remember what RG3 from football. Anyway.
I don't watch enough sports to follow any of that.
But that's what we sold today and yesterday.
Yep, and tomorrow our kids don't have school, so I don't know if we're gonna get any work done. But we did get a lot of work done today, so that's good. And actually, it's later today because it's 3:50. They get out at 3:40, but they had a field trip after school where the bus was taking them to and from, so we get to pick them up at 7 p.m. So we're gonna go take these to the post office and then have a little mini date night. And if there's any time, probably go to Goodwill for a little bit. But yeah, so I did list 29 new items today. So this week has been really good as far as getting listings up and not buying too much more. Yeah, I've been to the thrift a couple times, but I mean, I've listed 29, 49, 79. I've listed 89 items. I have not bought 89 new items this week, so that's good because we do still have the closet stuff, which I've pulled a few things from.
Yeah.
I have one more rack of shoes to do. I still have all those stuffed animals that I keep. I don't know why those are so easy, but
like the Dr. Seuss ones.
Yeah, I think it's just because I couldn't decide if we're doing bundles or what, but
yeah,
that stuff is just piling up for no reason, basically. So I still got to thrift to get it out of my system, but I've been trying to be very, very picky when I go. But I really want to get that closet stuff listed next week.
We'll get it done next week for sure. Right?
For sure.
Just like we were going to get this table done this week. But that's going to be next week too. I'm sure you all can relate, right? It's hard to keep yourselves out of the store. I know a lot of you guys are really good at that, listing what you have already sourced before you go out again.
We're not.
We'll get there one day. Probably not. I don't know. It's working out for us okay how it is. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. We're going to get this stuff off to the post office and go enjoy a few hours together. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.